What keeps you watching MMA?
I think it's more the fact that it's ever changing. It's never staying the same. Every single time a new fighter comes in, a new personality. You never know what the new style is going to be. Like the latest big era was the Conor McGregor era of coming in and having people trash talk and
Hmm.
having a personality with the fight. It's not just a whole bunch of guys like, no, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I'm gonna punch you too. It became that whole making it almost personal and getting into people's heads like that. Before Conor, like there was like Chael who got in people's heads, but I don't know. I think I would give the edge to the Conor a little bit on the getting into people's heads because like Connor really made people just like angry. And when you were angry, he was so calm about it. It made you more angry. And then you
Well,
went
to
out there
your
and
point,
lashed
now
back.
there's a countless amount of fighters are like trying to be like Connor with all the
Yeah,
scrap talk. They obviously can't do as well, and most of the guys came back up in the octagon.
true.
But Connor did spark like clones of this.
Yeah, it's a lot of people try to do it. If you look at like lower pro fighting, a lot of them try to do it. It's just he made this, and like a lot of people always talk trash about Connor, saying, "Oh, he's nothing. He can't back it up in the ring, and he didn't do anything. He's nothing to the MMA history." I'm like, but you're trying to act like him. You can't say he's nothing if your entire personality is Connor. And I feel like a lot of people do that nowadays. Is they try to down Connor and make themselves seem
Mm-hmm.
better, but
Mm-hmm.
honestly, Connor started a lot of this right now. And I know a lot of
Yep.
people give him crap, but he made MMA what it is today and the ability to expand the way it's expanding.
Blake, what keeps you watching MMA?
So for me, I just have an immense amount of respect for the fighters. I love what Jalen was saying there with how um, it's in the UFC. They do a really good job of making it personal, right? Getting you interested in not only the fight that's going to take place, like the physical performance, but also the men and women behind the actual fists, right? uh, for me, I'm so impressed with the fact that fighters, they're pretty much, you know, like a mercenary, really, a modern day mercenary.
It's a really
They're
good way to put
traveling,
it.
they're getting paid, and they're fighting people and taking them out, and just going to the next challenge and the next, basically the next war zone. Uh, I think there's so many different aspects to indulge in. It's like a rabbit hole. There's Muay Thai, Jiu Jitsu, wrestling, grappling, etc. It's too many to name, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I
Yeah,
mean, you could really just get totally, you know, I don't know. You could just pay attention to just boxing, right? And just totally pay attention to just like the striking aspect of it. And just that would be enough for most people. But there's just like so much other stuff going on. I also think it's really cool how they're like their own business, really. I mean, they take care of all their financials. They got to pay their managers. They got to pay their gym fees. They got to pay
The
their coaches.
independent contractors of
Yeah,
fighters.
basically
pretty
independent
much going
contractors.
into fighting is pretty much be starting a business and investing in yourself.
Right. I mean, they sell merch. They do all that stuff. So it's a lot into one. Like they do a lot of stuff, and they don't. I don't think they get paid as much as they should. Not even
Mm-hmm.
close for
I can
the
agree with you on that one.
because it's like there's only one of them, right? There's not a team of them really. You're just paying the fighter, so they should be getting some good money. But that'll
That's
come in
true.
time. I just
Mm-hmm.
the main point I'm trying to make is like fighters. I'm from the biggest of the fighters to the smallest of the fighters. Like I'm so impressed for someone to believe in themselves so much to put it all out there. I think it's the pinnacle of sports entertainment. I mean, you're really putting it all out there on the line. You're going out there and fighting someone in front of the world to see to prove
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm better than you. And I'm getting money. I'm getting paid to do this.
See, when
So
you really strip the sport down, it's two people half naked in the cage in front of tens of thousands of people screaming with millions of people watching around the world, and your only job is to try to kick someone else's ass and
it's
not
a
to get
human
your ass
chess
kicked.
match.
It's sad, but it's the closest thing we have to gladiator fights nowadays as well. At least sanctioned fights, sanctioned gladiator fights. That's pretty
Yes.
face
Right.
sad. There's still some crazy shit going on in the world. But yeah, no, man, I love your point about that, Blake. There's just so many different aspects to really focus in on in MMA. Like part of it is I got into MMA, but MMA is what got me watching boxing fights. I caught myself watching wrestling matches, like just pure wrestling. I caught myself watching BJJ matches, Muay Thai matches, and all the entire makeup of MMA is great. It's really crazy to think how much goes into making a complete MMA fighter. But I think my favorite part about it is really just the unpredictability of the sport. Everyone always has a chance. You hear the term, he has a puncher's chance, and that's true in almost every single fight we see. And there's comebacks. It's like unlike any sport in the world because no matter what, you're always in a fight. It can't like you can't be playing a football game and be down 30 points with 2 seconds to go. You can't come back from that. But you can be down like 5 points on judges' scorecards with 10 seconds to go in the fight. And if you land that one good punch, if you land that knockout, you win. And I think that's the craziest thing. You're never out of a fight.